Subscribe to JB Dragmotoxboss. It's free, easy, and you can always unsubscribe at any time. My goal is 1.25k subscribers whenever. If I hit 1.25k subscribers, I will release the quote-unquote real day tutorial 3. So subscribe. This is a bit of a shorter video, alright? So I'm going to put this in Speedrun 4, alright? I'm going to play Speedrun 4 in the background. I'm going to still try and make this video 8 minutes, though. And I thought, you know what? I might as well do a change of pace for, you know, a game, alright? Anyways, like, well, having a game in the background. Now, I normally don't talk about, you know, the subject ever in my videos ever anymore. Oh, I saved myself. That's good. All right, thank goodness. I was about to get really disappointed there because I have rage quit mode on. Basically, if I die, I have to restart restart all the levels. Anyways, I normally don't bring attention to this, all right? You know, and it's best to. Like, literally, whenever I bring attention to this subject, it's literally like, you know, it triggers me whenever I bring this up because, you know, really, I'm like, you know, mostly over this entire thing, all right? You know, like, it doesn't define me. I don't want to, you know, I don't want it to seem like, oh, this is really tearing me apart. If this subject was tearing me apart, then maybe I wouldn't feel so bad for talking about it all the time, all right? But still, I would feel bad about talking about it all the time. I mean, basically, you know, who wants to hear that over and over and over and over again? But this is just a video, just rather for, how am I almost dying so many times right now? But this is just a video rather just for, you know, statistics, all right? So, here are things that changed about me post-breakup 2023. That's basically what the title is going to be called, all right? To bring least attention, but still I want to talk about this because it's kind of interesting, all right? So, whenever a human goes through a dramatic experience, whenever your mind goes through a dramatic experience, your brain will go through a lot of changes and you will like develop more as a person. You will you know, you will improve. You will self-improve, even if you're not even trying to, all right? Now, here's some things that I have self-improved. First off, and I think this is a big one, interactions with fans. I feel like prior to the breakup, prior to even meeting this person, and now post breakup, I feel like I've grown a stronger connection towards my fans. I have been majorly involved with my community before, but I feel like I am just slightly more now. And that rhymed. I did not mean for that to rhyme. Like, you know, going through a dramatic experience helped me realize that these people are really here for me. And not to say that, you know, I didn't realize that before, but I didn't realize it as much. And, you know, going through this tough time has forced me to hang out with you guys because, you know, I want something good to do in my life. And basically, you know, hanging out with you guys, you know, the more, you know, sad I was, the more I had to hang out. It's basically just a chain reaction, you know, not a chain reaction. I don't know, but, you know, it helped me grow stronger bonds with you guys. Like, I just feel like I've grown stronger bonds than I've ever had in the entire history of JB Dragmotoxboss. Now, another thing, I think this is number 3. I don't know. I lost count already. Another thing that has changed about me is, well, definitely my perspective on dating, all right? And in fact, maybe this is why I've been getting so many dang synchronicities after my breakup. Maybe it's because I'm going down a path that's helping me realize, you know, my true, you know, motives on dating. Prior to this, I was, you know, mostly happy with being single, but I wanted to get into a relationship. You know, sometimes I'd be a little insecure about that. Well, after getting broken up with, you know, one time I went to school and there was like a field day and I saw a bunch of like people dating and them like walking with each other. And that caused me to go talk to Cash Money Duck for some reason because I wanted to see his perspective on it. And what he told me, he told me that, you know, well, I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but he just saw it as like, you know, high school relationships usually don't work out. And, you know, you don't necessarily need anybody. I knew this is all true, but he helped me realize it more. You know, you really, working on yourself is not the worst thing. And sometimes I'd be a little bit, insecure, like, I don't have a significant other. I'm just here for all this free time because I don't have a significant other. That's not such a bad thing. All right. Who cares? I'm just here. I'm, having fun. That's all that matters. All right. And sometimes I'd hang around people who would, think dating is like one of the best things in the entire world. And, sometimes I feel a little bit insecure whenever they'd be like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? And, oh, wow, you don't have a girlfriend? I'm surprised, or whatever. I don't know. But their influence, like one person was like, haha, you can't get any girls or anything like that. Like, just very mean about it. And, peer pressure is very controlling, can have a big impact on pretty much just anybody. I feel like more teenagers, but I don't know. Probably more teenagers. Peer pressure can just make you feel left out. It's good to always stick to your motives and always just be sure to just hold on to, well, these people may be acting like this, but I have my own motives and being single is not so bad. Going through this breakup has caused me to be sad. It has caused me to learn how to be independent without my ex. It has also caused me to learn that, dating is good, but also caused me to learn that not dating is not so bad, that, I got over this, 99%. I feel like we're at 99% at this point. And, yeah. Post-breakup 2023, I would contact my ex. And, one day I cut contact. And doing that caused, I was actually a little shook. I freed myself. Constantly having to, occasionally glance at my ex being online, not on purpose, obviously, has ruined my mental state. But ever since that got out of the way, and I feel like I'm separate from her. I'm not associated with her. She doesn't concern me. I'm like thinking in my head, I don't know what she's doing. Like sometimes I think in my head, oh, she's probably in a different dimension doing something else. That makes me happy because I know she doesn't care about me. And I'm glad that I'm, surrounding myself with people who do care about me. And time also gives a better perspective on getting over a breakup too. At this point, I can't even imagine my ex being in the JB Drag Motocross community at this point. Before I could, but at this point, she's been absent for so long that it would seem so unnatural. And that's a good thing, because I know that she does not care and hardly wants to be associated with me anyway. Well, actually, maybe that's not true, but, does not want to be associated with me nearly as much as prior to the breakup. That's pretty much it for things that changed about me post-breakup 2023. All right. I don't know. Right now, I'm just in a very good headspace right now. I'm just very happy. This month really felt good. April, March didn't really. This month really felt good. If you ever go through a breakup, I recommend you cut contact with your ex. All right. Don't block them necessarily. I did not block my ex, but I cut contact with her. Maybe message them once in a while, but don't message them a lot. Work on yourself, all right? I know sometimes it can sound lame and you want to be in a relationship, but really, it's what's best to do. I liked, just being able, before, and when I used to be in contact with my ex, I would, sometimes stream, and then I'd be like, actually, I forget what I said. Oh, I would be like, and no joke, I would like wonder, I wonder if my ex is watching. Like, I knew she doesn't care about me anymore, but still, that's just how your brain is after a breakup, and, it's inevitable to control. And I would be like, I wish my ex could come back, and, it'd be really cool if she was here. Whereas now, and, it has been like that in April, but, like, when I was in contact with her, it really made that much more of a difference. Like, I was still fine being independent, but there is still a lot of me that, just, like, mourned her breaking up with me. And, you know, being in contact with her and being reminded, well, just being in contact with her and being associated with her, just kind of just, you know, made me sad. Like, you know, sometimes there'll be a dull moment on stream in April, and then, you know, during that dull moment, I'll start feeling sad. Whereas after I cut contact, I finally feel myself again. I finally feel, you know, normal. Like, you know, I had a lot of fun recording these Icewood videos all month and recording all these collabs. And the months, you know, there's still half of the month left too. Not to say that the month is over, you know. I had a really good month. I can't believe how much dramatically different it was. But, you know, finally feeling the sense of independency. Not, you know, depending on someone who's not going to give you that support. And, you know, I could finally just stream, and then, like, whenever there's dull moments, I wouldn't be, like, miss my ex or anything. I'd just be like, oh, it's a dull moment. And I would never wonder. You know, I'm just, you know, fine being myself, fine being single, fine being alone. You know, regardless of all of what I'm saying, I'm not sure if I should say all this too, but regardless of all of what I'm saying, all right, you know, everything's going great, right? She's still in my mind every single day. Now this, I actually absolutely do not know how at this point. I do not know how. It boggles my mind how, like, even when I don't even, like, miss her or anything, when I don't even think about her, she always appears in my mind. It's, you know, probably something, you know, normal with the process of getting over a breakup, but something that came to me as shocking, because I thought that there would be at least a day, or at least, you know, 23 hours of that 24-hour day I would not, you know, 23 hours and 45 minutes of that 24-hour day I would not think about her, but no. But don't let this information fool you. I actually am completely fine. All of what I said prior to this, you know, I'm finally, you know, happy being independent, all right? I'm happy, you know, with myself. Happy since, you know, contact was cut. I feel like I've transformed into a better person. More JB dragmotoxboss memes has been coming. I've been, you know, creating friendships with new people, all right? I've been teaching people life lessons. I've been teaching people, you know, how to deal with relationships like this video. You know, anybody who has a crush or anything, you know. Yeah. Dating is like signing a freaking contract.